Beautiful you, Ingrid Arya here. I hope you're enjoying this day. Um, have you ever tried those really physically challenging yoga poses and been like, how is it going to happen? Either physically it's too challenging, or it brings up stuff like if you think about headstand or handstand, flipping your world upside down, balancing on your arms. A lot of us can really experience a primal fear when it comes to those kinds of yoga asana, those poses. So, pardon my voice, I'm just coming back to the planet after like a week or so of the flu from hell that didn't want to go away. So here I am, thank God. So there's two parts that I want to explore for the secret sauce of really exploring these yoga asanas. One part we'll hit later on, which is talking more about the physical preparation. But this is really tapping into your energetic, emotional, spiritual readiness. And that was, someone had asked last night in yoga teacher training, why are kids able to do these poses, these handstands, these back bends, and so forth? And really, when you look at kids, they move their bodies in ways that we as adults stopped doing so long ago. And two parts to this. One is kids are just fearless. There's an openness to risk, in lots of kids at least. There are definitely some kids who have a more cautious personality, but you'll see a lot of kids are just more open because they really live in the present. They're not living in the future of repercussion, the future of what will be, the consequences of my action now. They're living in this moment here and now. And there's something so joyful in that. There's something so uplifting and light. So we want to explore how can we be more in the present, and even if it's just your time on the mat and okay, I have this 30 minutes, this hour or so, and I'm going to practice my yoga asana, and afterwards I'll go back to worrying about my bills or my job or whatever the nitty-gritties of real life are that we deal with as adults. Letting your time on the mat be a time of being really in the present moment, being in your focus, your openness, your not carelessness, but curiosity, excitement, exploration. Kids, when there's something new, it can really excite them and make them want to explore. For us, sometimes something new can freak us out. It breaks our pattern. It threatens our idea of stability and constancy in this world. So really exploring your ability to be here, present in the now, and being open to healthy risk, safe risk. We're not talking about, doing yoga on a tightrope unless there's a net underneath you and that really speaks to your soul. We're talking about being on your mat and just being in your body and exploring new ways of movement. Another thing with kids, so they have that approach, that personality, that attitude of really being here and now, and being in this state of curiosity. And they also come with these bodies that don't carry all of this baggage. They don't carry the physical baggage of decades, years of either injuries, scar tissue, certain patterns of movement, patterns of standing, postures, and so forth. And also their bodies heal so much more quickly than ours. So that's something that clearly will impact the way that we'll look at part 2 when we go into how do we prep for our yoga postures from a physical perspective. Also, most kids aren't coming with the emotional baggage, and you might think that the physical and the emotional are connected, and they are. Hello, viewers. Thank you so much for watching. So you want to explore what you're coming to your mat with. That's your check-in before and after your practice. That's your check-in between your postures, because things change. And when we move our bodies, you start to loosen things up, and there might be surfacing of emotions or thoughts. And it's, again, not to really over-identify with them, but to allow your practice to be a kind of cleansing, a clearing house, and not being freaked out by that. It's like you're rearranging your furniture every time you step on your mat. So just being open to that, to the shifts that might happen, be they energetic, be they in your mind or emotions and so forth, and as well, of course, as your body. So when you come to your mat, especially when you're working with those more physically challenging poses, really explore how you can get into that aspect of youthfulness, into your curiosity and your playfulness and your being here in the present moment. Looking at life as a place, it hasn't burnt you yet. You know, most kids, unfortunately, there are definitely some who come with who have seen too much, you know, at such a young age, but so many come with this place that life is, it's a safe place. The world is a place that's here for our enjoyment. And so when you come to your mat with that kind of perspective and you allow your curiosity to be piqued, your practice can give you such incredible information and such richness and wealth. And you know, after we were practicing headstand and headstand prep really yesterday in our yoga teacher in my yoga teacher training, students, you know, one was just saying how amazing she felt. Others just had this incredible sense of pride in themselves. They were really working towards something, and they put their bodies in places that they didn't know that they could do before, or they could move so easily, or just gave them such a sense of accomplishment and enjoyment and personal satisfaction. So really being open to your practice, delivering you those goods. Check back for part 2 where we go into some more secrets, the secret sauce for getting those challenging poses. And thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you want to learn more about yogic tools for living, whether it's your time on your yoga mat or your time in your life, be in touch. You can send me a message. I have some one-on-one spots left to work with people. And there's also a yoga teacher training opening up here in the beautiful city of Jerusalem for the months of June and July, and registration is open now, so you can hit me up with a private message to see if you qualify and get your phone consultation to ask all your questions, get the info you need. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.